Okay, the live stream's on. I just need to get the link. On. Okay, I didn't like that. Back into here, go into the announcements, Control V, hit, and then add the viewers so they can watch. All right. Welcome to Tribal Council, number 10 of the season, aka your first merge Tribal Council. All 12 of you are voting for the first time as a group, even though you've been around each other a lot in different ways. So this is going to be fun, funky, and fresh. I'm going to start this off with Haley. You had a close run-in at the last vote. I've never seen somebody so animated underneath the monorail station at Epcot before in my life. Um, and now you're safe tonight. So you've gone through in the past like couple days. Where are you at now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a fan of roller coasters, but I sure went on one that I didn't ask to go on. Um, I I definitely, was all over the place that last round, so it was a shit show, and it's nice to be safe knowing that going back into everybody all in one group and not separated can also be a mess and a half, because obviously it was a mess on the other side too a little bit, but from what I've heard. But it's nice to be safe and know that I'm not gonna be getting any votes tonight. So yeah.
Um, Taylor, as we enter the merge portion of the game, the last tribals, we saw the first advantage getting played, and an idol. Where is advantage paranoia now that we've seen it come to fruition in some degree?
I mean, I'm always nervous about it, but I think I would be more nervous if I had one at this point. So, I don't know. I think it's always a worry. It'd be dumb not to be worried about advantages.
Team, short and sweet. Um, Josh, let's discuss the jury starting tonight. What's have you had any thought on how you're gonna send these people out of here without pissing them off too much?
No.
Okay, cool.
I I know I don't know. Every day is like something's going on this tribe. I don't think anyone has thought about like fucking jury management like right now. Like we have a vote ahead of us tonight and it might be messy. I don't know. Because yesterday the last tribal was messy. 3-2-2. So, you know,
Three
no.
two two times two.
Yes. So basically,
Multiple.
no, I have not thought about like anything in regards to jury management or like sending people like out of the game.
Okay. Okay. Um, let's see here. Malkin. So this game's been full of blindsides. Everybody here has been at a tribal council at this point where I believe there's been at least one blindside. Wh- What's the good part of a blindside? Tell me what the good part of a blindside is.
So there's like advantages and disadvantages to doing blind sites, right? Like for example, if someone doesn't know they're going, they could say, "Oh my gosh, good game," because that's like what we would all hope that we would do on the way out, and just like amazing job. Alternatively, they could have felt really good with someone, and that person just gave them a sour taste on the way out, and so there's a little bit of that too. And I definitely think that just like you just asked just a little while ago about jury management. It's something you have to be thinking about. Whether or not you can do much about it in a game where there's so many unknown factors is it's kind of an impossible task. It's like the world's most impossible task, and why no, I don't think anyone can get through this game without some blood on their hands. So I think that's just how that works.
Michael, we talked a little bit the last tribals about the tribe splits and how, there's now there's six former Skarns, there's two former Alvaras. Do you think this game's still being played on any level of tribal lines, or do you think that we are completely past that and it is 12 individuals?
Yeah, so I'll be honest with you. It did cut out for me just now a little bit. But I did hear the last part of that question. Um, I think, I think everyone has definitely made connections like across tribal lines. But I think we're all definitely still thinking about like I think it'd be dumb not to think about like, the original tribes that we started on and how that reflects everyone else's positioning in the game. Um, but also I think we're now starting to take into account like, and I think it's going to become more blurred the further and further we get along in the game. I think it definitely got blurred more after last vote, and after this vote and the next few votes. I think it'll become even more blurred, and I think that's how that is happening.
Um, Dustin, let's discuss the importance of a merge vote. I
Yes.
would say a merge vote from watching Survivor's 1,000 seasons on TV, hosting for however long now. A merge vote is a very pivotal moment in the game. How important is tonight's vote in setting up what's going to happen over the next couple weeks?
Oh, tonight's vote is very important. And we all know today has been messy as hell, messy as fuck. So it's been crazy. And honestly, I truly have no fucking idea what's about to happen. But today is super important. This is where you can either show your loyalty or show your cards or both, but like that's all, you know what? Let's all be cool and cordial. Let's not do something crazy right now. I think we all need to I'm doing what I have said I'm doing. So we'll see, but it's super important right now because it really does kind of start the start of merge. And this particular start of merge has been the craziest I've ever been a part of. Let's be so real, and I think everyone would agree. So let's get it going, girls.
Philip, let's say in a scenario you or somebody are left out of tonight's vote. You're still here, but you were left out and you think you're on the bottom. Do you think with how today went that a rebound is possible, or is it kind of a locked in stone kind of vibe in this group?
I feel like things could definitely change. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, if the six original white stick together, then I don't know if there's a rebound happening with that. But if not, and if it doesn't go like whatever with like whatever where I voted, I'm gonna try my best. That's all I could do. But hopefully not. But this vote's been very weird. So I don't know. We'll see.
Andrew, with the talk of today being a chaotic mess and being, a question mark, how likely do we see stuff getting played tonight to counteract whatever the hell is about to happen?
I mean, with any chaotic vote, I am going to always assume something will get played. If, people have those things and want to play them, good for you, power to you, right? But I think it'd be foolish to not assume something would get played in the game of Survivor and the game full of advantages. I think that um, assumptions like that can lead to you being the first member of the jury. Um, and, should that happen, um, we're just going to sit back and watch what happens and see how it goes, right? So, yeah.
And giraffes, are you at this point concerned about the strategic minded players or the social minded players?
I mean, for me, in all honesty, right now, as it's been said, today was just crazy when it came to figuring things out. So at this moment, I'm just worried that, hoping, wishing, and praying that I just make it to the next round. And then I will figure shit out from there. Because it's been a crazy 48 hours. Well, technically 72 for me, but still. Like it's been a fun, crazy time. I'm so happy I signed up.
I'm glad. I'm glad. All right. Well, with that being said, let's put this round to bed and get it over with. Does anybody have anything they want to say or add before we go to the vote? Okay. All righty. Well, it is 9:47. I'm gonna give y'all to 9:50 to lock in your votes, and then we'll go on from there.
Not going off cam, but now, as always, is the time for shout outs. Say hey to your prod chat guests, tell us about your day, just fill this silent.
I'd like to shout out the Magic 8 Ball function of this server. It's been super, super nice to interact with someone, even if that's a Magic 8 Ball.
Or the bald one.
Shout out to Jen and Michael in my prod chat.
Shout out to Jess, Jen, B, Sarah, Chris. Shout out to my family, and you know what? Shout out to the pre-jurors. Shout out to all of us. We're here. Yes. Shout out to everyone.
Shout out to Grace and Mike V and my prod chat, girl. Thanks for supporting me, girls.
Shout out to my coworker.
Hey guys. Hey. Can everyone like speak?
Yeah, they're on mute though.
Oh. Oh, am I not on mute?
No, you're talking.
Okay, give me a
Oh, I forgot because they're gonna kill me if I don't do this. Shout out to the Persist Prod team. Please hit me with the frying pan the next time I say I want to play an org like such an idiot. Ooh, I want to play an org. But yeah, shout out to the Persist Prod team. And thanks for not stopping me from playing a game again.
Shout out my prod guests. I shout them out every time. Um, Jess, she's so hot, and Kevin.
Philip, you have the crutches. I'm so I'm so
Guys, I'm in
sorry you're dealing with
I've
that.
been so much pain.
Oh.
I've been hopping around like all day. I'm in so much pain.
So how was y'all's day? That's
I substitute for middle schoolers. That should answer your question.
Great. I have the votes. At this time, if anybody has an idol or an advantage and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. Once the vote's read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom Tribal Council immediately. First vote. Scott. Malkin. One vote Scott, one vote Malkin. Tyler. One vote Scott, one vote Malkin, one vote Tyler. Scott. That's two votes Scott, one vote Malkin, one vote Tyler. Tyler. That's two votes Scott, two votes Tyler, one vote Malkin. Scott. That's three votes Scott, two votes Tyler, one vote Malkin. Tyler. That's three votes Tyler, three votes Scott, one vote Malkin. Scott. That's four votes Scott, three votes Tyler, one vote Malkin. Tyler. We're tied. Four votes Tyler, four votes Scott, one vote Malkin. Tyler. That's five votes Tyler, four votes Scott. 10th person voted out, first member of our jury, Tyler. That's six, that is enough. If Tyler has anything he'd like to say, we will pass it along to y'all. However, with that, Tyler is the first member of our jury, and tomorrow night, one of you will be joining him. So, with that being